You know, and I just recorded another video and I'm on a roll, so I'm just going to go ahead and roll right into this one I've been wanting to record. I've kind of hinted in my kayak tips video and my review of my PFD, my life jacket, that you should wear a life jacket. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do that video. Wear a damn life jacket.
We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
And here's why. Most of y'all know that you need to wear a life jacket because you've been hearing it your whole life. And you know what? It doesn't make you less cool to wear a life jacket. In fact, it makes you smart, makes the other people dumb. So I'm going to read you a statistic real quick that a lot of you may not realize. So the 2019 statistics on boating accidents came out, okay? In 2019, where the cause of death was known, 79% of fatal boating accident victims drowned. 79% of people who died on a boat in a boating related accident, and that includes kayaks and things like that, drowned. Okay, 79%. Of the 79% who drowned, 86% were not wearing a life jacket. 86%. That's insane. What is wrong with all of you? Okay? Here's one that's going to hit you because it's been in the news. Naya Rivera. Now, I hope I'm saying that right because I'm not a Glee fan. I didn't know who Naya Rivera was until all this came out in the news. I'm going to start by saying Naya Rivera is a hero because her son, I believe he was 4, he's still alive. Okay? The two of them rented a boat. They went out. They were swimming. Now, according to the police buying through her son and et cetera, he was wearing a life jacket and he was found on the boat asleep. She was missing. He told the police they were swimming, and the last thing he remembers was his mom got him up on the boat and he saw her sinking under the water and she didn't come back and he fell asleep. That is horrific. Do you have kids? Stop for a second and think about your kids' last memory of you being you sinking under the water out of sight and never coming back. If that's not enough to get you to wear a life jacket, then you might as well tune this video out now because I don't know that I can change your mind if that can't. But she's a hero for saving his life. Her life jacket was on the boat. She wasn't wearing it. Now, I'm not going to tell you I've never not worn one. I wear one all the time now. Not necessarily when I'm swimming, but if I was out on the boat and I was going to go swimming, yeah, I'd wear a life jacket. And does that seem really lame, the 35-year-old guy jumping off the boat with a life jacket on? Yeah, maybe. But you know what? When the shit hits the fan and that's when you need the life jacket, if you think that when everything goes wrong, you're going to be able to get your life jacket on, you're insane. You're out of your mind. Come on, man. If that were true, you probably wouldn't need a life jacket. Okay. How many of you are gun owners? Probably quite a few of you. A lot of you probably conceal carry. Why? Because it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It makes me so angry, the level of stupidity. 86% of people who died drowning in boating accidents were not wearing a life jacket. It's dumb. Dumb. Oh my God. This wasn't supposed to be quite like this when I had this video envisioned, but it makes me angry. Your kids, your family, oh my God. I'm getting hot. I have to actually take my hat off because my head's getting hot, which makes it itchy. You got to wear a life jacket. There's no reason not to. They make them in so many different styles, shapes, sizes, types. You can find one that makes you happy. I wear the auto inflate because if I wear the other ones, I'm going to get uncomfortable. When I'm doing something like jet skiing or whatever, I wear a different type. But for going out in the kayak and stuff, I use the auto inflate because it's comfortable and I won't want to take it off every 2 seconds. After a couple of minutes, I forget it's even there. So I don't want my daughter to have to tell the police about how I went under the water and didn't come back up. And you know what? If she has to tell that story someday, it'll include he was wearing his life jacket. Because you know what? They're not perfect. Sometimes they fail, especially the auto inflates. If you haven't seen my review about auto inflates and the cautionary term, it's on my channel. Check it out. So they're not perfect, but it can't help you if you're not wearing it. I mean, 86%. 86%, guys. That's not good. You need to wear a life jacket. Plain and simple. I don't care how good of a swimmer you are. I don't care how smart you think you are. And you know what? Nature doesn't care either. It doesn't care one bit. That water is going to take you, whether you believe that you're stronger, better, faster, smarter, whatever. It's going to take you. Just like it took Naya Rivera. And that sucks. You know, the only upside to a celebrity drowning without a life jacket is, hey, maybe it brings some awareness. You need to wear your life jacket. There's a reason that campaigns for this exist. And you know what? I'm not like a anal safety guy. I'm just not. Anal safety guy. That doesn't even sound right. I don't even always wear my seatbelt. I use my angle grinder towards my leg. I've injured myself more times than I can count. I have set my shoe on fire with a welder because I wasn't wearing the right footwear. I have burned off my eyebrows with a charcoal grill because I wanted to see how big I can make the flames. I am not a guy who gets all focused in on safety. I am a guy that respects the water. Definitely. And if you've ever been out in the water and had your leg tangle up in some stuff underneath you didn't know was there, you might have seen Jesus for a minute, and I bet you wear your life jacket. And maybe some of you guys watching this are like, oh, I don't have any kids, and I don't have family, and I'm only going to live till I'm 30 anyway. Yeah, I was one of those idiots too. Lucky God kept me alive through that phase, and now I'm just a little bit smarter. Because you know what? I won't be in that 86%. The masses aren't always right, man. In this case, they're kind of dumb. 86%. And it's not just PFD. Sometimes it's just being smart on the water. When it comes to the water, some of y'all just have a really strong lack of respect for it. And you need to check yourselves. Because if you don't, nature will. Put on your life jacket. I don't know how else to say it. I want you to think about Naya Rivera's son. And I want you to think about those last minutes when she went down, didn't come up, and the time that he spent on the boat calling for her, looking for her, crying for her, until he literally passed out and fell asleep, and then woke up to a stranger who found him on a boat, and mom still wasn't there, and she's never going to be there again. And I'm not blaming her. Like I said, she's a hero, but it could have been avoided. Naya Rivera became part of that 86%, or whatever the statistic ends up being for 2020. I'm hoping it's much lower. But she's now part of that statistic of people who didn't wear their life jacket. And it is a tragedy, and it's avoidable. So, I'm not by any means trying to make light of what happened to her or disparage her in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying that it could have been avoided, and since it got national recognition, it's a good example to use. So be safe out there. Put on your life jacket. Hopefully this video at least makes you think twice. I hope all of you come back home to your family. I don't want to see any of you become part of that statistic. So as always, I hope you liked this video. I hope that you'll click subscribe and turn on the notifications so you can find out when we post new videos. Leave me some comments down below and let me know what you think. The greatest part about YouTube is not just that like we get to put this on video and put it out there. It's the feedback that we get from you guys and the stuff that we learn in the comments section. So please leave me a comment down below, throw me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.